And we are looking less similar than we did last time because somebody got a haircut.
That's right.
Looking so fresh, so clean right now.
More than one got cut.
There it is. Live before lock, Saturday, July 27th. 10-game slate. Best I could tell, we have absolutely no weather concerns. We just have a little bit more clarity on some things from earlier today. Let's talk about pitching for now. Let's see if let me see if we got an ownership update. We did not. But before we do, everybody that is here, I see chat is already loaded with people. Don't be afraid to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can find out exactly when we go live. Emac and I will be back again tomorrow at noon, live before lock, Sunday edition. But if you want to sign up, if you are not a member already and you want to get your hands on some awesome O Plus content, live before lock is the promo code. One big word, 50% off your first month with us. Any monthly package you choose, it can include Fantasy Cruncher. But that is the ticket to Awesome O Plus. Use the code live before lock. Any changes for you from a pitching perspective today? Has anything opened up differently since we last spoke?
I may be playing more mats than I wanted.
Okay, I can relate to that.
I have not done my crunches yet. I'm doing one lineup on Yahoo because I screwed around and didn't get in that contest I wanted. And then I remembered we were on air. And then I remembered there were 10 games and only 3 late ones. So I couldn't do my wait and play Colorado or things like that. So I just stuck with my one lineup, playing a bunch on DK, played the afternoon slate. That's going marginal, I guess. I had a good night last night, so that's good. But
I'm keeping my eye on it right now, but it is underwhelming to say the least.
Yeah, but to answer your question, no. I read Adam's article. I always enjoy reading his pitching articles. More or less the same assessment I came to, but he was the one that approached Mats in a way that I thought is reasonable. I will be taking Pittsburgh on the other side. There's no question about that.
Yeah.
But it was what I needed to see and hear in the price. I mean, $6,900.
I had him quite a bit.
You didn't say it.
Oh, nice. Sorry.
There we go.
My bad.
Come on, I've got Adam trained now.
My bad. Now, I was thinking about, I ran some crunches immediately after we got off the show earlier today, and Matt's was the guy that I was having some trouble getting away from. I was getting over the field on Cole. I was getting over the field on Clevenger and on Desclafani. Desclafani, just 7% ownership on DK right now. I think it's interesting. I want to get over those numbers, and if that means fading like 2 of these guys in the mid-range, I think I'm cool with that. And then I'm going to have more than 10% Sean Anderson. I can't get away from that either. I tried, trust me.
Yeah, and Adam helped put that one in perspective too. Just calling out the minuscule K rate.
Yeah, there are not a lot of strikeouts to be found for Sean Anderson.
It is a price play, and I really don't want to play Adrian Sampson. So
yeah, exactly. One big change that we have that's official since we spoke earlier, Dylan Peters is starting for the Angels. He's $7K on DraftKings. He is $6,200 on FanDuel and not available on Yahoo. I don't see him as playable at all. Would you agree?
Is he starting or are they doing an opener?
I believe he is starting.
All right. I'm going to play it a little bit. I will put him probably at 10 or 15%, basically because it's Baltimore.
That's, you know what? That's a safe bet. That's what happens when you're the Orioles. You get absolutely no respect.
I do have an Orioles hat somewhere.
I do not have an Orioles hat somewhere. You're turning around looking for a chance to show off the back of the haircut.
Oh, well.
Look crisp. Look crisp.
It is, Papa been smooth since days of Underoos. Never lose, never choose to. Bruce Cruz, who do us, talk to us, go through us. Those words to live by. Tim's for my hooligans in Brooklyn.
What is happening, everybody? What is happening?
Take that. Twisted cabbage off instinct.
Wow. That's happening, huh? I'm dropping my sheets in for our premium Slack right now.
He
I
sings
meant to
that
do
about
that
me.
earlier.
You know that, right?
What?
Big E, can't you see?
You proud of yourself on that one? Ownership
And then
is updated.
some.
You should be. You should be. That was good. Chat's loving it. And we just got ownership. So now we can really move forward. I could run a crunch while we're on here. We've got plenty to talk about. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Are you playing on FanDuel tonight?
No, I am not. I have tickets, I think, for whatever the Super Slugger is on the 8th or the Super Squeeze. I've got a couple $8 tickets, but that's not until August.
Okay.
I've put a reminder on my calendar because I keep winning tickets and then not playing, which doesn't help. So
there you go. So Garrett Cole up to 35% on DraftKings, Clevenger 15. We have Chase Anderson, Max Fried, Trevor Williams, Cal Quantrill, and Sean Anderson all in the 10 to 16 range. And then Homer Bailey and Steven Matz appear to be the chalkier arms as pay down options. How do you feel about Homer Bailey as the second most owned guy on the slate?
So Homer Bailey is one of those guys that he has his moments. He's a major league pitcher. He's kind of like former teammate Mike Leake. It's going to be a tough one to ask, but the price again is reasonable on DK.
Yeah, that's a good word for it.
And I better put in our new projections. We had him with the second best point per dollar guy.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I don't get him because I always just don't enjoy that sweat when I have the ability to be a part of it. He scares me today. He scares me like a lot today. I don't know why. Something about the Rangers today is catching my eye.
Even without Joey Gallo, huh?
Yeah. I mean, obviously having Gallo would be significantly better.
He's missed a chunk of the season already, though.
He has.
I mean, throughout missing games.
He was in and out there for a stretch.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be able to run a crunch on the stream and like have it in and have something to talk about for a bit.
That will be good. SJM says I have the worst Big E flow. It's hard to rap when you're laughing.
I mean, that's like saying it's like trying to hit like Mike Trout. He's one of the greatest of all time. Yeah, we can't all just kill Biggie verses.
No, he has a very unique style. Had a very unique style.
R.I.P. What went out for the man?
You know who I hated, but then we'll talk rap for just a second here.
That's fine. Every rapper,
yeah, every rap is just like, oh, I'm unique and I'm this, and they're like 2/3 of them sound exactly the same. Freaking Eminem, I hated him for the longest time, but I've gone back and listened to a bunch of his stuff, and you're just like, okay, you sound pretty unique. Biggie sounds pretty unique. The whole NWA groups, when they all went off and did their own side projects and stuff, those guys were pretty good. So I just find it amusing, and not everybody's Sugar Hill Gang, and
Sugar Hill Gang,
Cool Modi, Wild Wild.
Like 10 people in YouTube chat that understands who Sugar Hill Gang is at this point.
I want to go downtown, 129th Street. Good times. I'm missing one favorite guy. Who is I? Oh, Grandmaster Flash. The Message, very solid, very unique, very pioneering.
Man, shorter slates are so 10 games isn't that much. This is just flying. Very much enjoying running my crunches.
Yeah, definitely. I'm getting there and putting in my stuff.
Any changes to you from a hitting perspective? Any team standing out to you? Have you had a chance to check out the top stacks tool at all?
I actually just opened it. So let's gander over there. We've got Cincinnati, I was not expecting to be that high.
Chalk stack on DraftKings, chalk stack on FanDuel right now, and
in
line to be my biggest fade.
We talked about that somewhat this morning. I figured it would go down a little bit, but it certainly hasn't. And it's right there, Minnesota, the White Sox, and Atlanta are all kind of above everybody. Cleveland's middling, and then it's the also-rans.
Yeah, I really don't have any interest in that Reds chalk today. Just absolutely zero. I'm not. I just it's too much. It's too much. The chances they have are slightly under their ownership in the top stacks tool on DK. They're quite a bit under on FanDuel. Pretty neutral on Yahoo. Who's the most over-owned team today?
Oh, Eric B. and Rakeem. That's a good one. Play a fly.
Milwaukee, Colorado by a bit, Atlanta, Cincinnati. Do you like any of those teams? Cincinnati, Atlanta, Milwaukee, and Colorado. Who do you like the most there?
I can't understand. Interesting. So over here in Colorado, I really like their lefties.
Okay.
And
As do I.
The first three would be the ones I would like.
Sure.
Blackman, Dahl, and Murphy, and I don't think Arenado at 4,400 is a bad play per se. We talked about Anthony Disco Desclafani and his propensity for being very, very favorable to opposing batters if they're on the left side of the plate. But let's just talk his numbers, because these are ugly. Over his last 450 lefties, a 395 WOBA, a 283 ISO. He is striking out 22%, but an 8% walk rate, 45% hard contact, 45% fly ball rate. Those are not the best. And for the temperature, we have 89 degrees.
Yeah, they ended up putting in another lefty, Tony Wolters, in the lineup now. It's looking scary for old Desclafani, but yet still pretty sizable favorite. The implied total for Colorado, 4.5 runs, pretty big for an underdog. What do you think you want to do with him? 9% ownership right now we're projecting on DraftKings.
For Disco?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
I think
I'll cap him at 10. I'm hoping for 5.
I expect to be over that number. Hoping we get the good version of him.
Did we get the last projections up to
ownership?
Yeah, popularity.
Yeah, they came in at 605.
Oh, perfect. I didn't. Okay. Now I can start running some crunches.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a hard time getting away from him today. Let's see where I have those guys coming up in the model. Trout at the top, Nelson Cruz coming in second, Robel Garcia coming in third, which is craziness to me. But I'll probably be looking at one of those goons, as we touched on earlier today. I think my DraftKings crunch might be done. Nope, not even close. Still 100 more lineups to go. What else can we touch on? Yeah, I'm still looking hard at the Cubs. They are, in my stuff, the top stack. If I take a look at the top stacks tool from Alex's information, they have a pretty good gap between their odds of being the top stack and their ownership on DraftKings. They're over that number on FanDuel and on Yahoo. I've got my eye there just because I love the matchup. Chase Anderson does not really scare me in terms of all of the righties that are in there for Colorado, for Chicago. Let's pull that game up here so we can take a look at it. Robel Garcia is leading off? Did not know that. Interesting. Schwarber's hitting 8th. That makes me so happy. I was getting just an absolute ton of Schwarber when I was running my crunches earlier today. And now with him being in the 8 hole, that's just going to completely evaporate. Couldn't be happier.
Do you think the field will go down on him, or will they just blindly accept it?
We have him at 2%. Okay. The highest guy we have on the Cubs right now is Robel Garcia at 9%. There's no ownership here. The Cubs are 11th now in ownership. I'm going to get more Cubs than I thought I was now. But it'll be muted. I was getting like 35-40% of Kyle Schwarber, and I couldn't figure a way to knock it down when he was in that leadoff spot. This will help out tremendously. I don't like the Garcia in the leadoff spot play, though.
Robel?
Yeah. I mean, 34% strikeout rate. He's a power guy. That's a weird thing to have in the leadoff spot. I'd been more likely to have Wilson Contreras lead off. I don't know. Interesting. He's going to hit a solo shot to start the game. It's going to be meaningless. Nothing worse than a solo home run.
Ricky Henderson disagrees.
In DFS.
Okay.
I mean, obviously that's wrong. I want him to hit a leadoff home run, but what I really want to see is Robel Garcia grand slam pop up on my phone. All right, 600 lineups done for DraftKings. We could take a peek at my exposures here.
Cool. I'm setting percentages myself. So.
Nice.
And realizing I played all the freaking formats on DraftKings.
Vlad Guerrero 3-run dong in the early slate. That's going to swing some things.
Ooh. I did not go very heavy at all on Toronto.
All right, here we go.
Although I guess, did he just hit it or?
He just hit it.
Oh, we'll have to see what happens with the currently winning. I suspect it will go down.
Mine went up, but not by as much as I would have liked.
I lost 50 cents.
There you go.
Speaking of unique,
that would be 50
styles,
cent.
50.
50 cent.
50 up in the club.
What was I looking at? Oh, Robel Garcia. Robel Garcia, come on, Fangraphs, be faster. Where's minor league numbers? What was he doing earlier in AAA this year?
He was listening to Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock.
Maybe. All right. Crunch is in, base exposures. Let's figure out what in the world I am going to be doing today. At least on DraftKings. FanDuel's still running. We will get there when we get there.
I'm curious to see how much Cole you're going with.
I'm curious to see how much I get as well. I'm hoping that I get a lot of Clevenger, though. Or not necessarily a lot, but at least getting with the field. And I did. 63% Cole, 17% Clevenger, 4% Desclafani. Okay, so that's where the line is. Rutrow gets a little bit uglier as we go down there. Half the field on Chase Anderson, but 19% Max Fried. I'm under the field on Trevor Williams. Under the field on Steven Matz now. Way under on Bailey, just 8%. Got 17% Cal Quantrill, 27% Sean Anderson, 10% Ivan Nova. So time to start spinning the dials because 17% Cal Quantrill I'm not loving.
I'm setting him at 20, so we shall see. I'm going to run my 4-4s here and see what comes up.
Highest owned stacks, Cubs and Rockies. Most over on the Cubs and Rockies as well. Getting to some Rangers, getting to some Pirates. That I'm pretty happy about. I like that kind of idea. I'm pretty happy with the way this is shaking out. I'm pretty under the field on the Twins, and that is like the one piece of information that I'm not happy about. Minnesota, Alex's top stack. Probably going to need to boost them up a bit. I don't want to come in that far under on the biggest value that we have on the site today. Spoiler alert. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with that. You start running your crunches?
I'm just setting team percentages.
Gotcha. Slack or YouTube chat, if you want to drop in any questions, happy to take them. Not a lot changing from our thought process earlier today, so we should have some more time, especially with all the lineups in. More time to answer some questions. Okay, there we go. Bumped up the Twins a little bit. That looks a little bit better now.
You're not playing any Gonzalez, are you? Chi-Chi?
No, I am not.
Why am I blanking on who's pitching for Kansas City? Oh, Sparky. Yeah. That's why. I'm not playing him.
I am happy with my DraftKings lineups, though I'm going to put them in right now. We've got 10 minutes until Dong picks. Pretty excited about that. I already know who I'm taking, and I believe you do as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what do you think of me playing 59% Garrett Cole? Look, we currently have the public at 35%.
I think it's fine. I set him at 45. I want to see where he comes in. I put Clevenger at 45. I want Quantrill at 20. Lester at 10. I don't expect to get any. Max Fried coming off of the injured list. That was a blister issue. I've got him at 20. I've got Desclafani at 10, but I'm not going to get any. I've got Homer Bailey at 25. I'm sure that will cap out. Chase Anderson at 10, barely getting any. Steven Matz I put at 25. I'm getting 15 maybe. Sean Anderson I put at 30. I'm going to get 30. So here's where now it's going real slow because it's trying to figure out the combinations I don't have yet.
Okay. I am uploading my DraftKings lineups now. FanDuel should be just about finished. 69, 89, 600. Boom.
All right, let's go to the tape. Cole 45, Clevenger 44, Anderson 30, Homer Bailey 25, Cal Quantrill 20, Fried 18, Matt's 10, and then a few guys at 1%. That's fine with me. Team stacks going heavy on Atlanta, Baltimore, Cincy, Cleveland, LA, Minnesota, and Oakland. Why did I say that many? Because I capped the team stacks, but they're all coming in at the max.
Okay. It's a lot of Clevenger, but I don't hate it at all.
No, I said I wanted. Yeah, I said I wanted 70% of those two guys. I'm getting 90. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good place to be today.
Yeah, combined.
FanDuel exposures are in 13% Cole, 23% Clevenger, and then 12% to Max Fried. Then I'm just kind of casting a pretty wide net. But really concentrated ownership. Cubs, Braves, Rockies, all 13% or higher. I'm not sure I get that, but it is coming out that the Reds are coming in as my biggest fade. So we're on opposite sides there. I don't have a single 5-man, 4-man, or 3-man Reds deck.
Really?
Yeah. 1 2-man and 20 one-offs.
I think that's fine. I mean, this is the one thing. It's okay to be different, and sometimes people don't want to do that. But I think you do it the best of everybody.
Well, I appreciate that.
With regards to playing the leverage, I would say Adam is second, but Adam has a different style with his pitching.
We're obviously not counting the boss.
Well, I'm talking about people that are attainable.
Sure.
With whom we can emulate. Now, I read the free Alex articles. I reread them before every sports season. I've had my best season in each sport we've almost been a combined company for a year now.
Do you know the date off the top of your head?
I know it was
don't.
It was 2 years on August 8th was FanVice's, or August 7th was FanVice's anniversary, and I think it was the week after we officially came together.
Okay. Yeah.
And then we were doing joint content, so I stayed doing FanVice content, and then came over about 10 days after everybody else.
Yeah, that is such a blur to me at this point. All of a sudden, it just went absolutely bonkers for a couple weeks. Just nothing would slow down. The good old days. The good old days. What are we getting here? Ooh. Let's do a plug quick.
Okay.
Forgot to hit on it earlier today, so now is the perfect time to do so.
Thank you. I'll drop the link in for us.
Perfect.
The Osmo pin tweet, right? That one?
Yes. Head to our Twitter account, Osmo_com, and check out the pin tweet. You have the opportunity to win 3 months of an all-access Osmo Plus pass. All you have to do is guess the best PPR running back this season. Here's all you have to do. Follow Osmo_com. Follow Osmo NFL, these two Twitter accounts. Retweet that tweet, and then reply with your guess. Best PPR running back. If you're right, you have the chance to get selected to win a 3-month all-access Osmo Plus pass. That will be $210 normally. Can't beat it. Cannot beat it. Wow, Brandon Drury. Second home run today.
Jeez.
Come check out that pin tweet, people.
That would be the Venn diagram of a sun shining and a dog's ass, and there is Brandon Drury.
Yeah, I don't get the sense that I have all that much. I keep opening the phone up.
My winnings went down more with that one than they did with the Vlad Jr.
Yeah, mine went down a lot there. Not a great morning slate.
What was he batting 8th or something tonight?
That sounds about right to me.
Or this afternoon, I mean, yeah.
7-3 Boston right now. 9-2 Dodgers, and I feel like I'm getting no benefit of that.
Oh, we weren't supposed to play them. They were going to be cold.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince with 6 RBI. I have very little Will Smith.
I'm so confused. I thought the Dodgers were a bust. I don't get it. I'm so confused.
I'm wearing my shirt, by the way.
Now, the Yankees, on the other hand, are not getting it done the way that I would have liked. Although, yeah, I'm no selling that, by the way. It's not as if Erod had like a very good game. That kind of just worked out in a really weird way. If you would have told me that Erod went 5 2/3, 7 hits, 5 Ks, and 3 walks, I would have thought I was doing a little bit better. Brought it together a little bit at the end, but I don't know. He was mostly a fade for me in lieu of heavy Yankees ownership. Got me nowhere. There's that pinned tweet again. Check it out, everybody. I'm going to load in my FanDuel lineups, and then we're going to have to take some questions right after Dong picks. I'm going to have everything in. I'm sure that we're going to get a late scratch just to, like, really ruin everything, but that's fine. We'll be all right. Anything interesting coming out of your crunches? No,
other than I somehow played this 7-15 slate on DraftKings. My pitching choices are Garrett Cole, Mike Clevenger, Ponce de Leon, Glenn 420 Sparkman.
I did not know there was a 7-15 slate. That's craziness.
That is. It does. It's gonna make me put some hitters against my pitchers here.
Yeah, I did not know that slate existed. Alrighty, let's get these lineups in. Only a 10 entry beanball today on FanDuel. Super annoying. Don't know why they do that. Just do the whole if you're gonna do it, either do 20 or do 25. But 10 is just a garbage tournament. I love that contest. Now, we'll just leave it to me to win it again today after complaining so much. But my FanDuel sheet, like my contest sheet, is all jacked up right now. It's only giving me 100. Did I not enter it the 150th time? It'd be so annoying right now.
Because you know you're going to have to take that lineup that doesn't make the cut and put it in something.
Yeah.
Because that's how it works.
No, it's already filled, so I don't even know. Wait, no, it's not. I only entered it. There we go. Boom. Got it. Yeah, apparently I only entered it 149 times. So now I got to re-download that stupid file. Annoying. Anyone on Lindor or Bowers? What do you think of Lindor and Bowers today?
I like Lindor. I think Bowers is intriguing.
I like Lindor every day, so it's hard not to. Kind of good, you know? We've got MMA coming up shortly.
Oh, that's right.
Don't forget about that. You dabble? Do you have contests or do you have anything going today in MMA?
I didn't today. It's kind of hard on Saturdays with the 2 shows and writing the articles and all that stuff. So I did not today. I have not played in a couple weeks, but I usually do when it comes down to football season. You know, doing less stuff outside and etc. I tend to get a little. I'll play it a little more.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I really like the fact that we have projections and popularity. That makes it very, very easy. I usually hand build like 3 to 5 lineups, and then I enter like the quarter arcades, and if they do a $1.20 max, I do that just to have some fun.
Sure. Yeah, I'm excited. Right after this, I'm going to order some sushi. Go pick it up. Actually, I'll probably order that sushi at like 6:55 while we're on the show. Might as well, you know. That way I can leave right after the show, go pick it up, settle down, and watch this MMA card, UFC 240. Check out all of my content. Cheat sheet added to the bottom of my article once ownership came out. All the good stuff. I've got all my lineups in. I'm happy. So we've got questions here. Matz, Cal Q, or Homer Bailey, or option C for SP2 in cash. Who is your SP2 in cash today?
If I were playing cash, I believe it would be Cal Quantrill.
Okay.
See, I knocked my camera off center.
I would say I would probably go with Cal Quantrill as well. Although
I mean, Matz would be the other guy,
Yeah.
and I think he'll probably be more popular. So if you're kind of looking for protection, that would be the way to go. But for me, I think Quantrill, even though he's going to be going against a lot of opposite-handed hitters, let's see that. Good God, he's going against all lefties. I'm still fine with that because it's a lot of punch and Judy hitters, which nobody really knows what that means. But I like Alex Dickerson at 4,900. I don't know that I like him. Brandon Belt at 3,700. That will be interesting.
Ooh, Rinpack asks, spicy salmon or spicy tuna? So sort of neither, but also both in a way. I don't really enjoy the taste of cucumber, which is usually an accompaniment of any spicy something roll. So the place that I'm getting sushi from, I've never been happier with just a plain tuna roll in my life. Very thin bar of rice, very healthy portions in each bite of tuna, to the point where like I feel like I'm eating a tuna steak by the time I'm done. They have a sauce that they call insanity sauce, which is incredibly spicy. I use that as like my dipping sauce for a plain tuna roll. So I turn it into my own personal spicy tuna roll.
I was gonna almost say, I was gonna ask, do you just call up and say, I'll take the Engelman platter? And then
No, I mean, I would say that my wife and I have ordered takeout from there 50 times in the past 3 years that we have lived in this house. They will forget my insanity sauce 50% of the time. It's insane. Every time I go up there, it's a coin flip for me whether or not they're gonna have it in there.
Well, at least you know to ask and not get home and say, damn it.
I feel bad asking. I don't want to assume their incompetence start. I don't know. That's just me. What else we got? We just got another dong from the early slate. Jan Gomes.
Oh, there we are. That should help me out somehow.
All right, that will definitely not help me out, but even the good things that I had going on before weren't helping me out, so.
Nope, it didn't do anything.
I would prefer a couple of Yankees home runs. Oh, and my wife is hugging a bulldog. I would like that bulldog a lot. Looks like a bulldog version of my current dog, so. SJM says, I'm not understanding this Cincy love. Could not agree more. I don't know if Rinpack's serious in chat right now. Are you reading this?
No.
You should check Slack. No, never mind. He's not serious. I bid on that. Hold on, I gotta yell at my dog. Hey. Out in here. Crazy dogs. Crazy dogs. I'm a little surprised I'm not getting more Garrett Cole on FanDuel, but I think I'm okay if I have like one site as my designated Clevenger site and one site as my designated Cole site.
Yeah, and that's an intriguing option. You're kind of leveraging against it, but expanding your own player pool, and they're not really competing against each other by doing it that way. And you can be successful on both as well.
Right. Yeah, and it's not as if, I'm still with the field on Clevenger on DraftKings. I'm still with the field on Cole on FanDuel. So it's not as if I have just abandoned ship on these guys. But I feel like I'm going to regret not having more there. I don't know.
Have you ever seen Animal House?
Have I what?
Seen the movie Animal House?
Yeah, once or twice.
Do you mind if we dance with your dates?
Do you mind if we dance with your dates? Oh, God, I love that movie. Otis! He loves me. I'm really nervous now about how much Reds I don't have. I have 1.8% on DraftKings where we're projecting 10.8 and 2.5 on FanDuel where we're projecting 14. I mean, if the Reds do anything of value today, I'm out of here.
But hey, you've got MMA.
Yeah, that's great. 11 fights.
If MME's not working, you have MMA.
I can share first place in the Minimax with 140 other people.
That's the one reason that keeps me away from it, because you literally almost can play every combination.
Yeah, you need 11 fights is tough. The card's a little short today. We lost one fight due to a steroid test, so.
And that's why I like playing the early one, not the television one, because the television one shrinks by a couple when they split it up like that.
Yeah. My dogs are just eating each other's faces like they're on bath salts on the couch in front of me. Josh, you got 108 holes of golf tomorrow. Yeah, those lineups are also terrible. I mean, I was pretty happy about the Rory run today, but I didn't need Brooks to do anything. Did somebody accidentally tell him it's a major? Brooks 6 under now in second. Not helpful whatsoever, but I'm taking a beating in golf. I mean, not as bad as Kevin Tway, but... All right, Booty Hole, Castillo, Kepler, or Van... Why is Booty Hole in there? Castillo...
He knows they're both bad plays, and he doesn't like them, and he wants us to pick for him.
Castillo, Kepler, or Van Meter, Marwin Gonzalez for cash. I assume that's got to be DraftKings cash, since the other question was DK. So let's open this up and take a look.
I would take Wellington Castillo's side of it. He is batting fifth. And I like Kepler the most of those four players. Van Meter's hit a couple home runs recently, I think.
Yeah, I like Kepler like massively more than I like Josh Van Meter. So
yeah.
Marwin grading out okay for me. Wait, what Castillo are we looking at here?
I think it's Beef Castillo, Wellington. I'm guessing. Maybe it's not.
I think it has to be. That's the only Castillo play. I have absolutely no Wellington Castillo. I think we have him projected for 22% ownership. I have 2. But I'm also not playing cash, so that makes some sense. Yeah, I would go... Man, that is so tricky because Castillo is just not good. That is a really big gap. I would probably feel safer with Van Meter Marwin just because I feel like that lines up better for cash. But Kepler is by far the best bat of those 4. I'm not sure he offsets how bad Castillo is, though. Yeah, give me Van Meter and Marwin Gonzalez, which is not what I was expecting when I first started looking at that. You said you liked Kepler, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, he only has 1 home run off of a sinker all season, so we should probably pay attention to that. Is that going to dissuade you at all?
No, because it's Ivan Nova, and the Chicago White Sox bullpen is muy malo.
But he's only had 1 home run against the sinker.
Wait. What would Sean V do? What does the T-shirt say?
He's the one telling me.
I would utilize that knowledge and go the other way.
There you go. Fade it. Fade that advice.
But my thoughts here are in Spotlight Hitters article because, hey, I wrote up the Twinkies.
Wow. I just realized it's 6:39. We need to make dong picks.
All right.
Let me pull up the dong pick sheet so I can get everybody the current standings. Somebody got one last night, right?
I didn't.
Yeah, I did not either. Oh, yeah. Chris got one with Pete Alonso. I knew it was one I didn't care to enter, but he entered it himself so we wouldn't forget. All right. Current standings. EMAC on 21. Jake on 18. I've got 17. Chris now up to 15, but still in the basement in both picks, correct, and winning percentage. Here's a fun fact. Guess who has the second highest pick percentage right now?
Oh, it's not me anymore then.
Oh, it's you. You have the highest by a mile. But I've passed Jake. I'm in second in
Really?
rate Yeah, I'm more of a rate stat guy.
There you go.
I'm like
Efficiency.
Kawhi. I had a bunch of load management earlier in the season. Didn't make as many picks. Still coming for you though. All right, the floor is yours. Who is your dong pick for today?
Batting fifth for your Chicago Cubs, Javi Baez.
Yeah, that's a fantastic pick. I can't be mad at that. I really, really can't.
I'm gonna eat a wheel of cheese after this.
Not even mad. Cool. Aaron Hicks strikes out swinging. Aaron Judge strikes out swinging. Just what I want to do when I accidentally click back on the MLB.com link. Well, I've got my pick as well, and I'm trolling you with it. This has been opened up for me thanks to... Actually, you know what? I don't want that pick now. Now I'm shook. I was going to go to Robel Garcia, but he's going to bat lefty. I'd rather he batted righty. Do you think if I called them, they would do that? That would be really helpful, you know? Do you think they would do that for me?
Hey, Joe, got a little suggestion here.
Yeah.
It's Josh from Wilmington.
Yeah. Oh, Josh from Wilmington. I kind of want to go back to Freddie Freeman again tonight.
That makes me a little nervous, so that would be a good pick.
205 x ISO to lefties from Zach Eflin. Let's do it. I'm going right back to him. Freddie Freeman, round 2. I really wanted to troll you with Chris Bryant there, but Freddie, you my dude. I wanted you yesterday. Get it today. I don't think we're going to get a pick from Jake at all.
Probably not.
I don't think we're going to get a pick from Spags at all.
When he takes Saturday off, he takes Saturday off.
I know the feeling. There. There we go. I think it's just me and Emac. Javi Baez, Freddie Freeman. I'm nervous, but I'm excited.
If Rinpak really is in India, we have our international audience today.
He is in India. That part I think was true. His joke about being there for the arranged marriage, I don't think was true.
That would be awesome.
Oh, I love it.
She would be a lucky girl. Rinpak's a very good guy.
That I agree with. Wow, 9-9 Rays Blue Jays right now. Turns out that was the game to stack. And I didn't really do that all that much. Every single Rays batter has a hit except for Mike Zunino, who is 0 for 5 with 2 strikeouts and 5 left on. Everyone else has a hit, including Joey Wendell, who pinch hit for Avisel Garcia.
That is funny. And that is very funny, actually. So, Yahoo, I've got my one lineup. Shall we make that on air?
Yeah, talk about it. Who are you playing on Yahoo?
I'm going with Clevenger. He's $10 less than Garrett Cole.
Okay.
And I'm fine with that. Now, normally I run crunches and set 5-mans and 6-mans and mix it up, but since I'm only doing one team, I'm gonna and when I run crunches, I run one for each team just to see who the quote best lineup would be. Little trick that I learned from the best show I think we have, when you get Alex in a relaxed state for a whole hour talking about different strategies. He drops some excellent nuggets on that show that are applicable to many different sites.
He does.
Not just Yahoo. But I'm looking for that second pitcher. If I were to go Cole, I could do Cole and Clevenger, and I'd have $10 a piece. Why don't we do that?
That's not too bad.
We'll make it kind of a cash-esque lineup. Who's pitching for Pittsburgh tonight?
Williams?
Oh, yeah. So we're going to go with Wilson Ramos for $7. Now I have $11 per player. Jose Osuna batting 6th.
There you go.
First base, I think I will take that. Second base, I'm okay saving here as well. Yeesh. Really not any good second baseman.
Second base, a little bit of a wasteland for you.
Yeah, they're Keston here at 24, but I can't do that. Scope at 12.
How much is Keston here?
24.
Ooh.
It's you're paying top dollar.
That is a healthy price tag for Mr. Hera.
I will take Jason Kipnis for 12.
I like that play a lot.
And third base. Who do we have that's cheap? I don't want Tommy Edelman. Oh, Nolan Arenado for 12? Sure. And we talked about it. Don't know that he'll get a lefty out of that bullpen, but $12?
I just pasted all of my DraftKings lineups into my FanDuel sheet. I hate when I do that.
Let's see.
How much was Nolan Arenado?
12.
That is a bargain, sir.
I think we have to. We're all. Oh, Carlos Correa's back. When did he get back? Is today the first day?
I feel like he's been back, hasn't he?
I don't know, but that takes.
Am I crazy?
That takes Aledmys Diaz out of the mix, and I was hoping for a revenge home run there.
You should have picked him for your home run pick. You can change it if you want. If you don't want Javi Baez today, I'd be happy to take Baez off your hands.
Correa went 0 for 4 last night. He had not played since Memorial Day.
Okay, yeah, I thought that I remembered like saying his name at some point in time.
Let's go with Young Ho Gung.
$10.
13, but
Ooh.
I like it because he's batting next to Osuna.
He was the flat minimum for so long.
Yes.
Last night was Correa's first game. Thank you to whoever just tagged me into SJM. Thank you.
SJM's on top of it. He's a very valuable contributor in chat.
Every single one of our subs are valuable contributors to chat.
That is true.
I'm really excited to see the response to that in Slack. No one more helpful. Legalized is one like the last 2 days. He's starting to roll in the dough.
Oh, enjoy the heater, man. He's doing good. All right, Josh Van Meter, $9.
He and I are on we're not on speaking terms right now.
Michael Conforto for 11. That leaves me $14.
I can't advocate Van Meter. I'm mad at that dude.
Okay, let's pull him back. I can take Jesse Winker.
Go with that. So a couple days ago, I forgot to update my Reds lineups, and it was the day that Van Meter homered like early and had basically all of the Reds points. So I lost Winker because he left the game with an injury off of a single in the first step out of the game, and then I didn't have Van Meter because I had 0% of somebody else that wasn't in the lineup. So I'm mad at the Reds right now. That's why I'm fading them today.
I am going to go with Van Meter. He's the best $9 guy left.
I don't blame me. He's good.
I prefer him over JD Davis and Ian Happ.
I don't blame you. Don't take my internal pain for Van Meter out on him. My dogs are just at my feet right now. Yes, Riggs, I said your name of dog. You understand what dog means.
Is your other dog named Murtaugh?
No, Dingo.
Oh. Riggs and Murtaugh would be good names for two dogs.
Riggs came second. I'd be more likely to name the next dog Murtaugh, but that's probably not going to happen. The wife won't have it.
That could be his middle name, right?
We are big on middle names. Both dogs have middle names. She wants to have. It's probably going to have a human name. So I don't know, like Gary or something. But yeah, Riggs.
What about Roger as a nod to Roger Murtaugh?
Ooh, I like Roger. I wanted to name the next dog Eric Taylor after Friday Night Lights, and they just called the dog Coach, but that got the thumbs down. But that is why we named him Riggs. Technically, his name is Riggins, after Tim Riggins in Friday Night Lights.
Oh, there we go.
The captain of the SS Tatas.
What? I don't know that line.
He's just oh God, this is gonna make me look like such a nerd. First episode of season 2, it's like summer break or whatever, and Riggs is floating on a raft at like the public pool with like 2 large-chested women like on either arm, and they call him the captain of the SS Tatas for it. So yeah.
Oh, that show was good, but I stopped watching when they had the whole murder plot.
It gets better after that. You just gotta need to pay, like, just pretend like that didn't happen. John V touting that Dodgers bust. Good for him. I hope by bust he meant I got that game completely wrong. Thank you very much. Ooh, Seattle up to 8 runs. That's not great. Have they been going crazy lately? Because I feel like I keep fading them and they keep having a ton of runs. Narvaez 3 for 4. Beckham 3 for 4. Nola 2 for 3. Jeez, 14 hits. It's a shame. Alexander, 9 Ks, 1 walk. Kind of got a little BABIP to death. And then no Ramirez just came in and got absolutely blasted. So what are you seeing? 6:51. We've got 14 minutes until lock. Anything interesting coming up for you?
I accidentally reset all my pitchers percentages, so I'm fixing those now.
That's always good.
No John Lester.
Ooh, that's a name that we have not said this entire time.
There's a reason we didn't say it.
I have 0. Absolutely zilch. Nada. 1% on FanDuel. There we go.
Shit, what am I going to do with Dylan Peters?
I have 1% Dylan Peters. There are 4 pitchers that I do not have a share of. Can you name those 4?
Chichi Gonzalez, Aaron Brooks, Adrian Sampson, and Trevor Williams.
You went 0 for 4.
Oh, wow. Zach Eflin?
0 for 5.
You're playing Zach Eflin.
2%.
Vaya con Dios. Ponce de Leon.
That is 1.
Chase Anderson. Did I already say Chase Anderson?
That is not 1.
Disco Stew.
No, I have him.
Oh, I didn't scroll down far enough. Sparky and Inova.
Sparkman, yes.
I did it again, Inova.
Either
I did
way,
that on the podcast last night.
Either way, I have Nova.
Yeah, it's Yvonne Nova. I'm aware of that. But Inova is the regional hospital chain here in Northern Virginia. So just, damn it.
So the answer is John Lester, Martin Perez, Ponce de Leon, Glenn Sparkman. I have at least 1 share of everybody else. Do I have any of those guys? So I don't have Sparkman on FanDuel. I do have Perez on FanDuel. I don't have Eflin. Not that I want to cheer for really any of those guys. Ooh, Gong will homer tonight. Pit stack for the win.
How'd you come in on Atlanta on DK?
I have 9.2%, so just slightly ahead of the field. I have a lot on FanDuel. So we shall see there. But yeah, I have 16 5-man stacks of... Nope, that's not true. I'm mostly filler for the Braves. Sorry, I was reading off the Twins line. 1 5-man stack, 1 4-man stack, but I have 9 3-mans, 10 2-mans, and 54 one-offs. So I've got a lot of individual Braves in most of my lineups. At least that's the plan. Anything else interesting? Still 9-9 Tampa, Toronto, 8-3 Boston, 9-3 Dodgers, 8-1 Mariners, and Diamondbacks Marlins is a game that's on. That game is ugly. If you are playing MMA, lock is in 6 minutes. Get your lineups in now. Since there's not a ton to talk about, I'm going to talk about some of my exposures.
All right, I fixed my stuff.
Oh, well, then hit me with what you've got.
All right, so this is my 4-4s. I'm going to run 4 3s, 4 O's, 5 2s, and 5 O's. I've got Cole and Clevenger coming in at 44% each, Sean Anderson at 30, Homer Bailey at 24, Max Fried at 20, Matt's at 12, Cal Quantrill at 12. I had him at 20 last time, so I need to go change that. But I won't rerun these. I'll let him come in on the other ones. And then it looks like I'm getting Atlanta, Cincy, Cleveland, the Angels, Minnesota, and Oakland all at the cap that I set for them, and I got Pittsburgh coming in at the cap I set for them. So those are my main stacks.
Okay. Pitching?
I said that.
Any? Oh, sorry. I had the rest of that in my head. Any major fades?
Yes, I have no Trevor Williams, no Disco Stew, no Lester, no Eflin, no Perez, no Ponce de Leon, 4% Dylan Peters, and then none of the other scrubs.
Okay.
I capped them at 5, but they didn't come in.
Okay, gotcha. Oh, I'm really excited for this late slate. Well, I guess main slate. Feels like a late slate, but the Reds are going to tell my story. If I can get away from that one, I think I'm going to be in okay shape. I need a cocktail now, too. It's going to be a good night.
We should have had beers on the show. I was thinking.
We usually do. I have... get some wine, but it's already 6:56. What can we plug? Plug PPR. Honestly, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel.
All the free season-long NFL content. That's the plug.
We have been churning out. I shouldn't say we because it's not me. We have a ton of content. Damn, dogs are going insane in here. Can't take it. We have a ton of season-long NFL content coming out right now from Lofty, Nolan, Ben, Spags. Do you have your hand in any of that?
I am going to put together. I talked with Lofty, and I'm going to put together some best ball stuff since this will be my 3rd year playing it. And I've had nice success the previous 2 years.
Nice.
I've just played on Draft, but I will be expanding that out to Yahoo because I know they're doing it. And then I know there's another site out there that does it that I can play in Virginia. I can't think of the name of it at the top of my mind, but I can't play the season, the like really pop like FFC, some of them because they didn't pay the $50K finder's fee or $50K initiation fee in Virginia. So even though fantasy sports is legal here, you got to drop $50K to the state.
Gotcha.
So some of them have and some of them haven't. But I like it. I tend to play a little different than others. I believe it is a game of attrition, and I make my hay during the bye weeks when other people have screwed up. Oh. So I do a fair amount of looking at that. I usually go best player available through the first 8 rounds. I prefer the 10 and 12-man drafts because it thins out towards the end, and then you can take some dart throws at the end. And I'm happy with that. By the way, AJ Green seemingly hurt his ankle today in practice, so you may not want to draft him until we get further news. Melvin Gordon sounds like he's going to sit out. So I'm in a guillotine league with Lofty. He set that up. So each week one of us is out.
That's a fun concept. Yeah. I don't do any type of season-long anything NFL. I've never done a best ball draft, never done any of this stuff.
Yeah, so I think each team, once they're out, the people you draft their players again, or waiver wire their players.
Ooh, that's kind of crazy too.
If I understand it correctly, that's my assumption. I don't think I was like most people ignoring the emails from Lofty. I did pay. I was one of the first to pay.
There you go. That's always better, right?
Yeah. Well, then he wanted me to get something I'd never heard. Was it Venmo? No, I've heard of Venmo. I don't know. I was like, dude, can we just do PayPal, please? I don't want to sign up for another one of these things.
Josh and EMAC, who's your favorite single entry stack on FanDuel?
I want Javi Baez. So Cubs 1, Minnesota would be 2.
Okay. Taking a look at the stack tool right now. Trying to correspond stack tool with what I ended up playing. Cubs are going to be up there for me. I don't have Houston. Yeah, for me, it's the Cubs. Yeah, we're on the same page there. We got a request to do our favorites by position on FanDuel. What do you think?
I'm crunching, but
I have my stuff here, so I can do that.
Yeah. If you can do that.
Okay, so catcher first base options. Just in terms of my exposures, Freddie Freeman is my most exposed catcher/first base option. I've got a lot of Tyler Flowers, but that's not sort of the recommendation I think we're looking for. I would say that Freddie Freeman, Anthony Rizzo, Wilson Contreras would be my catcher first base options. At second, it would be Robel Garcia, Ozzie Albies, Ryan McMahon. At third, Josh Donaldson, Nolan Arenado, Chris Bryant. Big time fade of Matt Chapman. That scares the hell out of me. Shortstop, Trevor Story, Javi Baez. And outfielders, will probably be a bunch of them. Ronald Acuna, David Dahl, Charlie Blackmon, Camargo as a paydown option. I still got to Schwarber, but only 16%. I don't know why I said only. He's projected for 2. Max Kepler looks great, but I'm pretty heavily fading the Twins, unfortunately. Not something that I'm happy about, but it's just kind of, you can only have so much exposure to a certain level, and I've got a lot more Cubs than anything else. And then pitching, Cole, Clevenger, I would recommend one of those two guys for sure.
Absolutely. And tonight's the night you pay for one of them. I wouldn't play any other pitchers besides those on FanDuel personally.
Yeah, if I were playing one lineup, I completely agree. Can't justify it.
Yeah, and to be fair, last night I tried a mass multi-entry. I did not do very well on FanDuel. There was some people that did a free roll, and I subscribed to their site, so I don't mind taking part in those since I pay for it. But it did not go well.
Ooh. So what type? What's the best type of sushi roll? I'm tagged in the Osimo MLB account. And the boss man, Alex Baker, unagi for the win. Eel is by far the most delicious fish. I do not disagree. Eel is fantastic.
I like the eel when I really don't realize that's what I'm eating.
My wife's a big fan of the eel. No one needs to make a comment about that. I mean it in terms of sushi. I promise.
Too late.
I had another incredible Freudian slip in Slack earlier today in the MMA channel. I spelled Eric Koch's last name incorrectly. Missed the H, went with the K. Said that I liked it. If you don't have your lineups in now, you have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to do so. Otherwise, you're going to be out of luck. First fight up on UFC 240, Kyle Stewart versus Eric Koch.
All right, my lineups are in.
I'm feeling good. Go Cubbies tonight.
There's only a couple late games tonight. So.
Yeah, I looked at all of my exposure, and pretty much everybody I have plays at 7. And then I was like, okay, that's just because like pretty much everybody plays at 7. But my 5 most exposed teams all start at 7 o'clock, and then I've got the Rangers in the chamber for the late games. A little bit of Phillies on DraftKings, but that's about it. I mostly just need to dodge that early Reds bomb. I need to dodge the Reds, the Angels, and the Astros tonight, and the Indians.
All right, here's my pitching. Cole 46, Clevenger 40, Anderson 28, Bailey 25, Quantrill 20, Fried 18, Matt's 13, Peters 4, Chase Anderson 3, Brooks somehow 3, Sampson 1, and 1 lineup with John Lester out of my 300. My most owned player, Mike Trout 34, Josh Van Meter 25 are most owned outfielders, Puig at 23, Jake Bauers at 23, Ohtani at 20. I like that. Lindor 22, Polanco at 17, Van Meter. Oh, he's multi-position eligible. That's why I've got him so much. Ramirez 22. Oh, Johan Camargo. I'm sorry I didn't mention him. I like Johan Camargo tonight.
Same. Why so little Trout?
Compared to my 94% last night.
Yep.
Yeah, I changed what I did so that didn't happen again.
My most exposed players today, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 7 guys north of 30% aggregate across both sites. Robel Garcia, Acuna, Story, Donaldson, Freeman, Arenado, and Charlie Blackmon.
My official highest owned position player after Mike Trout is Beef Castillo, 32.2%, Josh.
I have 5% total across FanDuel and DK.
Oh, I didn't goose Baez. Did I even get him in any lineups?
I have him in 26%, so unfortunately I will be cheering for your home run.
What? Oh, there he is. He's a shortstop, 3.5%. Damn it. I did not get the Cubs I was hoping for.
Well, it's too late now because we are locked.
Such is life.
Guys, thanks for joining us. Hit the like button on the way out the door. Subscribe to the channel. Emac and I will be back again tomorrow at noon to break down and do live before lock for the Sunday slate. Emac, any parting thoughts?
Sunday slate, it should be fun. Everything's going off between 1 and 2 for the main slate. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 games. There will be a 4-game afternoon slate. I will be doing office hours. There's NASCAR at 3 o'clock. We have a free article, I'm sure, up there from Phil. That'll be good. And if you're into single game golf, Jason Roslin and Ben Rossa will be holding court in Slack and giving their picks and model, or Jason will be giving his model. So
there it is, guys. Thank you for joining us. Best of luck tonight. Go Cubs. Go Freddie Freeman. Time to go to pick up sushi. Bye.